Good morning, everybody. From Vilcabamba, Ecuador. I just had my morning coffee and I'm ready to go. Just kidding. No. I don't think I had coffee for, I don't know, a few years by now. I forgot the last time I had a cup of coffee, but it must have been a few years now. And when I quit coffee, well, it's funny because I quit coffee because I started microdosing, so I replaced one stimulant for another. So, you know, the real problem here is the stimulants. Our culture is hardwired, brainwashed, programmed, conditioned to view the use of stimulants as totally normal and totally okay and has minimal to no health consequences. Right? When in reality, it is absolutely destroying you. It is destroying your nervous system. It is destroying your adrenal glands. If you're doing coffee, we're going to talk about coffee specifically here, right? But the real problem, as I see it, is stimulants in general. So when I stopped coffee, I was doing coffee every day for many, many years, and I wouldn't really go to the gym without a cup of coffee. And that's really bad, okay? Because I'd wake up really tired, really shouldn't be going to the gym, shouldn't be doing anything. But I drink coffee and I go to the gym, and every few months or so I would get a flu, I would get something, it was like my lifestyle was bad. I was eating bad food. I was going to the gym and my body was too acidic and I wasn't resting enough and I was raping myself, raping my body with stimulants, coffee primarily, just to do something I wanted to do. Like I wanted to, be a really buff guy doing crazy things, and I did. But the price was high. The price was my health was degenerating. Okay? Now coffee. Coffee is one of the worst stimulants. Okay? You have like, different degrees of which one is worse as a stimulant. Coffee is pretty bad. It's maybe not the worst, but it's pretty bad, okay? First of all, it destroys your gut. Okay? It's like throwing nukes on your gut. Here's one thing I used to use coffee for. I used to be able to take a shit because I'd be constipated all the time because I ate meat, I ate dairy, bread, all kinds of nasty things, constipating things. And I actually was so constipated, the only way for me to take a shit at the time was to drink coffee. So I used it for energy. I used it to stimulate myself. I used it to focus because it does produce adrenaline in you also, so which increases your focus, your energy short term. But also it makes you shit. It's a laxative. So now I know, first of all, I know what to eat, not to be constipated. B, if I eat the wrong foods and I find myself constipated, I have a dragon fruit and boom. Okay? But, having coffee, drinking coffee, is literally like, imagine somebody was to come here right now, airplanes would come here, right? And nuke the place, throw nukes in here, nuclear bombs. It's the same thing. It's like nuclear bombs on your gut. All right? It's just really bad for your gut health. All right? Just because it's helping you take a shit doesn't you shouldn't really be doing that. You shouldn't really be doing that. You shouldn't even be constipated to begin with. Okay? But in the process, let's say you use it as a laxative and it's relieving you. In the process of doing that, you're destroying your gut. You're destroying your microbes. The good guys, the good bacteria in your gut is being destroyed. It's being dismantled. Yes, you're nuking your gut. All right, you're really nuking your digestive system. So that's one thing. The other thing is you're decimating your adrenal glands. You're decimating them, absolutely decimating them. Now, when a bodybuilder takes steroids, what happens is they're injecting testosterone in their bodies, so their bodies begin to naturally secrete less of it. So when they get off of the gear, they have to go through a really delicate process to get their bodies to produce testosterone again in a normal way. Of course, there are significant long-term damage that happens. But what they have to do in the process is they have to really go through this process to get their bodies to secrete testosterone back to normal levels, because the body's like, okay, you're giving me from external, I'm just going to produce less myself, and that throws off your hormonal balance. The same thing with adrenaline, right? It's throwing off the balance because now the only way for you to get yourself adrenalized instead of going and taking a cold shower is you drinking coffee, because cold shower does the same thing but in a healthy way. It does get you more adrenaline in your system, which gives you more short-term energy. Okay, if you want short-term energy, go take a cold shower instead of drinking coffee. The problem with coffee is also it's short-term. Okay, it's uh, first of all, it's also like destroying nerve cells in your brain. Okay, and weakening your nervous system. Uh, but it's stealing energy. It's stealing energy from the rest of the day or from the next day. And if you drink it every day, it's stealing energy from you on a regular basis. It's burning you out. It's burning your nervous system out, and it's well known it causes you difficulties to sleep as well. And if you're not sleeping as well, you know that I don't have to tell you how bad that is if your sleep pattern is all screwed up. Okay, so it really is messing up with your natural rhythm, with your connection with the circadian rhythm, with your connection with the sleep cycles, with your connection with energy, as is big E energy. It's just giving you false energy, stimulated energy, artificial energy. And I've got a video coming up on artificial energy versus organic energy, and this one here is not organic energy, it's artificially uh, pumped energy. Okay, trust me, I used to do this all the time in my heydays in the gym. You guys who followed me from the fitness days, you know I was like a super athlete back in my days. Okay, but I really needed to use the coffee to accomplish that because I wasn't living the healthiest of lives. I wasn't eating healthy, but I thought I was, but really I was eating meat every day. I was eating cooked foods every day, rice, bread, all kinds of things, and so that was getting me to be tired. And then at the same time, I was working out way too much without getting enough rest. But I wanted to keep going, keep working out. So the only way for me to do that was to drink coffee because I'd wake up so tired, so tired. I would need basically coffee and then music to stimulate me to go to the gym. Okay? And you know what? If I knew all what I know now, and now I'm not interested in that super athlete lifestyle anymore. But back in the days I was. But if I knew what I know now, I would have been at least 5 times better of a super athlete. I like to use the word super athlete because I truly was a super athlete in those days. I would have been 5 times the better athlete, let's say, okay, than I was. Literally 5 times, because I would have rested more, I would stop drinking coffee, I would have improved my diet, I would have stopped eating cooked foods, I would have stopped eating meat, stopped being constipated, stopped needing even coffee as a laxative, okay? I would have way more, it would be way better. I would get more sleep, right? Yeah, so even if you're really interested in athleticism, coffee is maybe giving you short-term energy, but it's really burning you out. It's burning your nervous system out. It's destroying your digestive system. Okay, so yeah, again, like I said, our culture conditions us to view stimulants as okay, right? Coffee is like the most normal thing in all cultures. My parents say, oh, they're like, I can't start my day without my morning coffee, You hear this all the time in movies, and you see it in your own life maybe, or your parents, or somebody, people close to you. They can't start the day without their morning coffee, and it's normal. It's viewed as the most normal thing. Oh yeah, coffee, that's normal. Normal people do that. I worked in 2 coffee shops before too, by the way. Okay? For you guys, for the Canadians, I worked in Timmy's. Okay? I worked in Timmy's, and I worked in Second Cup. So I worked in 2 coffee shops before, and I gave people their coffee. I gave people their poison every morning, right? And that's give them a smile in their face and give them their poison, and they smile back because they're addicted to this. They can't go on without it because it's the only thing that's saving their morning, and it's like it suppresses. Everyone wakes up with massive detox symptoms. That's why you wake up tired. You wake up tired because you got detox symptoms because of the food you ate the day before, or because of bad lifestyle habits, everything. And to suppress it, people drink coffee just to be able to get through their day, to do whatever they have to do or want to do. Sometimes you want to do things, but you don't have much organic energy because you're not living a healthy lifestyle, so you drink coffee to do it. I wanted to go to the gym. I wanted to do all this crazy stuff on the gymnastic rings. I wanted to run like 10 kilometers. I was doing so much back in those days, so much. So much. I was like super flexible, super strong. I was lifting heavy weights. I was doing all kinds of things back in the days, right? But it wasn't organic because I would wake up with massive detox symptoms. Everybody does. That's why we wake up tired. But I wanted to, be this like really good athlete. Just wanted to. But I didn't really have the organic energy to do it, so I would use stimulants like coffee. Okay. Um, what else? Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Okay. All right. Thank you to the patrons for your support. Thank you to all the people who donate on PayPal, all the one-time donations you guys generously donate. I love you guys. I love every single one of you. That's about it. And until next time, may the force be with you.